Assalamualaikum. My name is Tuan Nur Atia binti Tuan Rosli. My metric number is 272373. I will review an article about a mixed content analysis model of ethics in the accounting professions. The article, A Mixed Content Analysis Model of Ethics in the Accounting Profession, is by Mohammad Namazi and Hossein Rajabdorri. The purpose of this study is to propose a contemporary, specific model entitled Sustainable Development Model of Accounting Professional Ethics, which in short as the MAPE, and empirically investigated and quantitatively prioritize its component. The research problem being addressed is what are the constructs that support the ethical behavior of professional accountants. So, based on the current literature, the assumption of this study is that ethical behavior of professional accountants cannot be improved solely by perpetrating accounting codes of ethics. Rather, it will be improved when the effects of various complex personal, organizational, and social factors affecting accounting behavior are considered concurrently. In reality, a professional accountant must adhere to ethical issues in addition to the demands of their unique clients or organizations. The author also suggests the Sustainable Development Model of Accounting Professional Ethics (SDMAPE) model, which consists of personal construct, social construct, economic organizational construct, and environmental construct. Next, we will move on to the SDMAPE construct, which is firstly personal construct. It reveals that two holistic factors, accountant attitude and perceived behavior control, influence an accountant's personal construction, which comprise instinct, desire, attributes, and other motivational drivers. The author also states that accountants' behavior can be positively or negatively depend by their sex. Next, the social pressure exerted on the accountant by social actors, which including their parents, spouse, and friends, to engage in or refrain from conducting designated actions. For example, they are refrain themselves from making a fraud in a company. According to this concept, an accountant's ethical behavior is heavily impacted by social elements such as affectability by what others believe and do, as well as societal norms and practices. In effect, societal norms and structures shapes accountants' behavior. Some of the social factors that influence an accountant's behavior are commitment, messenger, ego, and social norms. The third major construct influencing an accountant's ethical behavior is economic organizational construct. The author believes that accountant behavior depends on justice and fairness behavior of the organization. For example, the accountant would provide greater service to the organization far more than their designated duties, which will provide high returns and profits for the organization. To sum up, accountants who think that managers maintain a fair connection with them are more likely to manage their relationships by conducting social transactions, which would result in enhanced advantage for the organization. Lastly, environmental factor. The relevance, preservation, conservation, and ethics of the environment are all of example environmental considerations. A key reason for dealing with environmental problems is the necessity of corporate social responsibility with CSR. Social responsibility is a notion in professional accounting ethics that has also surfaced in economy, law ethics, and religion. These show that accountants are dedicated to increase societal benefits while avoiding social costs. As a result, there is a tight relationship between professional accounting ethics and organizational social responsibility. As for the methodology, the study adopts the mixed content analysis research method and integrates both qualitative and quantitative approach. The necessary data for the initial model are extracted after examining 569 published articles related to professional ethics of accounting in Iran during 2005 until 2015. Then, The article codes are reviewed, summarized, and extracted via content analysis. The participant was tested through collecting questionnaire and simple random sampling by 270 academic and professional experts. Therefore, the equation was expanded to calculate the sample size in an uncertain population. As for the finding, the results show that all constructs of the SDM-APE model, including personal, social, economic, organizational, and environmental construct, fits well. The author also suggests, uh, considering the lack of research in this file, these findings are not directly comparable with the result of previous study. However, the final result suggesting that more attention should be paid to modeling professional ethics in accounting are consistent with the findings of numerous studies and related ethical theories. This is a good concept for how the problem of the ethical behavior of professional accountants should be handled. However, there doesn't appear to be any concrete guideline for carrying this out. In other words, this sounds great on paper, but it doesn't translate as easily to everyday life. There isn't research in the traditional sense for this article, but the author does include many examples of work written by those who have written on this subject in the past. The author cites people like Abu Ali, Jones, Wooten, and Yon. These are good, well-known examples author, and I think it adds a great deal credibility to the piece as a whole. As for a conclusion, overall this article isn't very straightforward in the beginning and it's not until the second page that you realize where the article is headed. In order to have more people be engaged and read the whole article, it needs a new, more concise introduction, more example and explanation on how to apply the model. Once the reader gets to know that SDM APE is a useful ethical model which is based on empirical proliferation of various important and comprehensive factors, then it will be a good benefit to the accountant ethic. Then, this model qualitatively reveals major element, correlations, priority, and status of all essential factors of ethical components in the accounting profession through empirical investigation. Therefore, it can be applied in real practice and be considered as a roadmap for future accounting model for ethics. Overall, it is a good, well-written article with an important message to construct this model to organization. The piece, when taken as a whole, is relevant and very convincing in theory. Furthermore, this model will promote the professional ethics and improve the organizational culture, augment the productivity, create competitive advantage at the organization level, and promote public ethics, sustainable growth, and development at the national level. In general, it leads to the development of healthy global competition and achieve a more desirable business world. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention and Assalamu alaikum.